Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you by MEOR DC. That's MEORDC.com on the web, or find us on Facebook and learn about all of our programs, including our Poland trip this winter break, an amazing opportunity to explore Eastern Europe and the Jewish life that was and that still remains there. I also want to give a shout out this week to Dr. Josh Hollander, my esteemed colleague at MEOR DC and good friend. I don't even know if he's watching, but it's because of him that I do Rabbi E in 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever it is. It's because of him that I sing Springsteen, and as I did one week, and I hope to sing other cover versions of songs. In any case, I appreciate all you do, Dr. Josh, and everyone should be aware of how much he does on behalf of Jewish life in DC. This week's Torah portion is Chayei Sara. It's in the book of Genesis, Bereshis, and you know, the whole book of Bereshis has very few mitzvot, actual commandments in it. And our sages wonder, why is it part of Torah? Torah means instruction. Torat Chayim, instructions for life, how to live our lives, rules of conduct, guidance to elevate our lives. There are not many mitzvot in the book of Bereshis. Why is it there? Why is it part of the Torah? And there are different explanations given, and very good ones. And one is because even though they're not specific commandments in the book of Genesis, the whole book of Bereshis is to show us good and help us learn good character traits. Our patriarchs and matriarchs were esteemed, obviously noble individuals, and their behavior is on display in the book of Bereshis. And we're supposed to study what happened to them and how they dealt with the events of their lives to learn proper ways of behavior, and sometimes flaws that they had. The Torah doesn't hide them. We're supposed to learn from them as well. It's called Sefer HaYashar. Our rabbis call the book of Genesis the book of the upright, because we see the behavior of upright individuals, like Abraham, like Sara, and so on. Now, in this week's Torah portion, at the beginning of the portion, we see an incredible example of the nobility of Avram Avinu, Abraham. Last week's Torah portion, Vayera, showed his benevolence, his hospitality, his incredible devotion to God in carrying out his commandment to bring up Isaac as an offering, though he did not understand that commandment. But in this week's Torah portion, we see another aspect of his greatness. He's trying to arrange to buy a burial plot for his beloved wife Sara, his life partner who had passed away. And the Torah goes at length to describe this transaction between him and the local Hittite population to purchase a burial plot. And there's a lot of hemming and hawing and kind of like twists and turns, and throughout the whole encounter, throughout the whole event, Avram shows the greatest dignity, the greatest respect and honor for his fellow human beings, even those who might be trying to take advantage of him, as a certain Hittite chieftain was trying to do. We see the honor he shows towards human beings. I would call this portion an example of his menuchas hanefesh, which translates as calmness of spirit, composure, grace under pressure, something I sadly lack. Ask my wife. No, I shouldn't say that, but I'm trying. Even when things are difficult, even when situations arise which you can't believe this is happening to me, to you, to Avram Avinu, he handles it calmly, not just calmly, with honor, with dignity, and with grace. That's one of the lessons of the book of Genesis that I wanted to share with you. Have a wonderful Shabbos, and I'll work on composure, if you will. How's that? Good Shabbos.